Hey, it's me again. That guy on the internet who likes to rant about fictional animatronics. No, not that one, the other one. Anyway, today I wanted to continue my series ranking the classic animatronics, and this week, I'm gonna do Chica. But here's the issue. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of Chicas throughout the FNAF series, but it's not even a contest. She is the animatronic with the least variations in the entire series. Even in FNAF World, which showed us a lot of non-canon, unique versions of existing characters, Chica just wasn't one of them. In total, there are 10, maybe 11 unique versions of Chica from across the entire series. When I say maybe 11, that's whether or not I count Logbook Chica, since she did eventually appear in a Fazer Blast story. Well, since I'll eventually be doing Baby and want to include Eleanor when I do that, I guess, yeah, I'll include her. But that's still 4 shy of the last character, and when it comes to Bonnie and Freddy, she still gets left in the dust. She's the only character to ever skip a game, unless you count Springtrap as not being FNAF 3's Bonnie. With that being said, I suppose we should just start. For number 11, or the bottom spot for the worst one, how about the Chica who only exists for merchandise? Twisted Chica is a twisted animatronic that does not appear in the FNAF novel, The Twisted Ones. Her absence from the story was even highlighted by the fact that there is an unnamed wolf character introduced in this story, which she could have easily replaced. I'm sure plenty of you are familiar with the reason this character even exists, but when Funko was making Twisted Ones pop figures, they made a version of Twisted Chica based off of fan art from FNAF artist Pinky Bills. However, since this was not made with the permission or intention from Scott Cawthon, the design had to be scrapped. Lady Fizzy then designed her own version of the character, which was then used for the pop figure, and would go on to represent the character as we know her. That is, we don't know her, at all, since she doesn't exist in any story. Between the two, I actually kinda prefer Pinky Pill's design. I don't like all the boils that Lady Fizzy gave Twisted Chica, or the cupcake being attached to her face. And for number 10, we're doing another one by Fizzy. Logbook Chica is the other Chica we know nothing about, either because she was scrapped from Pizza Sim, or because her intended purpose was to just be destroyed in a Fazer Blast story, which I kind of really doubt. Honestly, even this one's backstory is boring. The most we can even surmise is that this is what happened to Chica after the events of FNAF 1, where all the classic animatronics were scrapped. If that's the case, it would have been cool to see her in a larger role, but no, she's pretty much a one and done. A shame, to be sure. And for the last Chica I genuinely don't like, number 8, Funtime Chica. So, to sum it up, Funtime Chica exists entirely because Scott did not include Chica in Sister Location, and wanted to show us what she looked like in Pizza Sim. This somehow translated to Pinky Pills drawing her in questionable poses for a game meant primarily for people under the age of 18, and giving her some features that weren't a part of her original design. I'll be real, I don't hate this art as much as some other people, but I thought I'd bring it up. Artists should be able to take creative liberties where they like, but this wasn't the place to do it. My main concern comes with the decision to do these 2D stills in the first place, rather than Scott making her an actual character. It's a bit of a shame really, and Funtime Chica remains easily one of the biggest letdown characters in the entire series. Wow, that was a lot of negativity in those first 3 entries, but good news, I actually like every single one of these after the fact. Number 8, Phantom Chica, appears in FNAF 3 as the Phantom equivalent of FNAF 1 Chica. What makes her unique among the other Phantoms is that she uses her FNAF 1 design, as opposed to her FNAF 2 design. She can spawn by checking Cam 8 when her icky disgusting face is on the screen, then swiveling back to the left hand side of your office. She's one of the easier Phantoms to avoid, but it's kind of a shame since she's one of the cooler ones you can see. I don't like her reusing her FNAF 1 model, but what's done is done. At least they used a good Chica design. 7, it's gonna be Jacko Chica. From a design standpoint, it's a similar case with Phantom Chica. I don't like the premise being reskins of existing characters. It's part of why I've never played FNAF AR. That said, Jacko Chica is pretty much the best iteration of this concept, taking part in FNAF 4's Halloween DLC. I overall love the Halloween edition of FNAF 4, but I'm gonna rank Jacko Chica down here to make room for more original designs. Number 6 is gonna be Rockstar Chica. Rockstar Chica appears in Pizza Sim and Ultimate Custom Night, and her appearance in the latter kinda ruins her appearance in the former. But let's talk about her. She appears alongside Bonnie, Foxy, and Freddy as one of the new Rockstar animatronics, opting out of her usual cupcake for a pair of maracas. Similar to Withered Chica, her top and bottom jaw are disconnected, sharper pieces. However, I should mention that this is the first Chica to have lipstick, and only the third Chica to have both top and bottom teeth in the games. Her bib, instead of saying "let's eat" or "let's party," now says "let's rock," and her cheeks are bright blue. This is not a bad design, despite what some may lead you to believe. However, UCN gave her a voice, and it is oddly southern. It doesn't really make sense, in my opinion, for Chica of all characters to be southern, but wow, that is a strong accent. Her voice lines also don't make her very intimidating. I'm sorry, but Rockstar Chica, although she's good, she'd never be great. But you know who is a great Chica? Our number 5, midway through this list, we have Glamrock Chica. Glamrock Chica may not have wowed many people with her personality, or rather lack thereof in Security Breach, but what we do have, I kinda love. She's twitchy and gives off a vibe of being all lights and glitter on top of a gluttonous, thoughtless beast. I've said it before, but I do think she's the scariest character in Security Breach, and to me, is the only character that still gives off that vibe of an animalistic, unthinking, rage-filled machine. She's not perfect, and I think my biggest problem is with her design, in particular about how her teeth are both completely solid rolls, which look off. And of course, she was designed with white meat, we'll say. The best part of Glamrock Chica's design to me is actually in how she's animated, with her top half almost hanging loosely as opposed to her bottom half, like she's not even used to walking or supporting her own weight. She's actually just a great Chica. Number 4 is gonna be Withered Chica. I know a lot of people consider Withered Chica their number 1 pick, but for me there are a few above her I consider just a bit better. Withered Chica is the older Chica model from FNAF 2 who can get into your office through the vent on the right side, mirroring how she would move in FNAF 1. However, unlike her contemporaries Freddy, Bonnie, and Foxy, she does not appear in the main hall before going into a party room. It can be more difficult to spot Chica because of this, making her only slightly more of a nuisance than Bonnie. By far the best part of her is her design, which goes especially hard on the whole "I'm broken and falling apart" thing. Her arms seem permanently outstretched unless she's scrunched into the vents, she's missing her hands, and her jaw is hyperextended. It's actually some of the most robo-gore we'd ever see in the series, and I can understand why people love it so much. Although it's not my favorite, it's pretty much tied with number 3, Nightmare Chica. Nightmare Chica appears in FNAF 4 and attacks from the right side of the bedroom. Unlike Bonnie, there's an actual penalty for ignoring Chica when she's at the door in FNAF 4, as she sends in the cupcake to kill you if she's made it to your door while you're too busy. You can also tell when Chica is not a threat as she'll be banging around in the kitchen, a big staple of Chica as a whole. It's hard to say if she looks more like Withered Chica or Classic Chica, but either way she looks absolutely vicious. One design detail I love is the eyes, one of which glows bright red and the other of which glows either white or blue depending on the lighting and whether or not you bought the pop figure. It actually aids your color scheme really well and makes me a fan of the whole design. That's about it for Nightmare Chica, but sincerely, if you haven't played FNAF 4, play it. Not enough people have, and it's really one of the best games in the series. Number 2 is gonna be Classic Chica. Chica as a character in the first game was the scariest to me on my most recent playthrough. I always thought of Bonnie as the scariest due to his aggression and how in-your-face he is, but I think Chica's more laid-back approach is the scarier one now. She really does seem the most animalistic of the 4 characters in the game, and although she's not as twitchy as Foxy, she is more of a looming threat. Her approach is slow and relaxed, and her design works perfectly to creep one out. One thing I appreciate that separates her in this game is how from each angle you see her, she could look a little different, but the eyes always look the same. It's definitely the beak that gives her this effect. And I should mention, I find this screen scarier than this one. And my number 1 pick, or my favorite Chica, goes to Toy Chica. Now before you accuse me of being I should probably explain why she's my favorite. For starters, one unique thing about her is that she's the only animatronic until Security Breach whose appearance changes during the course of a regular night. When she removes her beak, she does look more intimidating, but other than that, I just think it's a great redesign for Chica. This one is very clearly more geared towards kids who played with Barbie dolls than stuffed animals, but that doesn't stop her from being creepy at all. Especially in these vent shots, she looks so iconic and terrifying. Although it's up to debate whether or not the toy animatronics are possessed, they're definitely still on the creepier side of things, and I think Toy Chica is carrying most of that. She's also one of the most aggressive animatronics in the game. On my latest playthrough, I saw her at least twice as often as I saw Toy Bonnie. I don't know if that's in her code or not, but damn did it influence my choice. Kudos to Toy Chica. And that's it. Once again, some spots could easily be turned around on this list, but I'm pretty satisfied with the final thing. To all 2 of you Funtime Chica enjoyers, I'm sorry, but not really. You made a very poor choice of your favorite character. All I really have to say this time around is that next episode will be Bonnie, so I expect a lot from that one. And if Funko wants to send me that Nightmare Chica Pop, I wouldn't be complaining. Have a good day, y'all. Peace.